Well, hey everybody. Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'm coming in a little bit early for Friday night physical media talk and hangout. I tried putting my camera in another place, and it's just as bad as the other one. So let's see if we can move it here in just a second since we kicked off a little bit early. All right, let's see here. One day I'll get this thing in the right spot for this. Probably not with that in the way. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? That's the question. What's up? Jordan, what's up? Kevin, what's up? It's like it's backwards still for me. I have no idea why. Can you guys hear me? I've been unhooking a lot of things and moving things today. All right. Sean, what's up, man? The problem is like the way I have my setup is the screen is like way away from it. Let's try this. See, now I'm looking up to it. I give up. And you can't see it before you go live. It's so weird. It's good enough. Walking your dogs right now. Saw the stream. Hell yeah. Hey, Becca. All right. Loud and clear. Good. Good. I got stuff to drink over here. The weather in Georgia is like cool to chill and damp and hot and then hot and like muggy and warm, and I talking a lot. I can't hardly do it. Quietly Games, hello. Get the glare off of my face. There we go. Heroic Waffles, what's up, brother? I just noticed you can see my my mouse pad, which says it's Yoda with headphones and sunglasses. Calm you shall keep, and on you must carry. Kevin, I did. That was I ordered that Blair Witch like right before my buying freeze went into full effect, so it should be coming. Actually, I got an email earlier today saying that it was coming. Collection looking nice. I'm trying to get it all like organized and everything back there. I actually, before this started today, I recorded a room tour. So the room tour video is either going to come out on Saturday or Sunday. Melvin, you won't be able to chat much. Hey, I appreciate you just coming in and saying hello at least. So usually when I'm talking to you guys recording the video, I'm sitting over here just a little bit. There's 28 of us in here. Nice. Sacco, what's up? Chi-Town Bud, what's up? Cowabunga, dude. What's up? Hopefully we get that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 4K. Raccoon Eyes, happy Friday. All right, getting 29 of us in here so far. It's not bad considering I started early. Justin Voorhees, hey, what's up? In case you guys didn't know, you see my little notepad here. This is where I do my all of my notes. Like I don't just watch the movies. I do a ton of research when I'm doing all this stuff, like write tons of notes, but I never script anything. Once I write the notes, I just get on after that. I get on here and start talking. I am working, so you guys will get a big video that I'm working on right now is oh my god, you're at work till midnight. William, what's up? Salute the chat. So I got the room tour video going, and we'll talk more about that. That'll be up tomorrow or Sunday. I haven't decided which one's going to come out which. I also have a big video of my favorite rom-coms, what I consider the best rom-coms of all time, a top 20. So it's a big, big video coming. Oh, you just got to hit your second sight. That is a nice big box set. I got it over there too. You guys can't see it. It's a little bit off camera. I have not got to watch it yet, though. Same thing with that big Caligula set from Umbrella. I have not got to review that yet. I have not seen The Substance. The only time I tried to go to the movie here lately. What's up, Brian? Am I green? Am I still green? I tried to get some of the greenness out. In case you don't know, I normally always record all my videos in nice 4K with a nice 4K camera and color grade. But this, I only have an HD webcam, and it sucks. Greetings from Honduras. Yeah, the Hitcher box set's amazing. It's going to take me a while to review that Caligula box set because that's a lot of long versions of that movies. I look like the Hulk. Am I green? Am I that green? I don't know why I'm so green. Here, let's see if I can fix it a little bit. Oh, now I'm just now all that light's just right in my eyes. A little green. Ooh, that's too much. Too much. You know what it is, right? I have these blue lights back here, and then this crappy webcam makes it green looking. I just have to be a little green. I can always I got little controllers for all my lights every year. Now I'm really green. Am I an NFL fan? I am. I'm a bigger college football fan than NFL. Still green? Hulk smash. Hey, Chad, what's up? Put a white screen on my computer. There is a white screen on my other computer right here. It's not helping that this thing that is, you can't see it, my microphone is also turning green. Justin, my boy Justin is in here. Chicken Dog, what's up? Justin, Risha yelled from the other room. Hey, Justin. Green like the Swamp Thing. I guess I'm just gonna have to be green. I don't know. I can't play. It's like trying to play the slice in golf, like trying to play the wind and with the color here because I can't see what it looks like before I go live. See? You can't see, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
A diehard Lions fan. Now, I have to tell you, Risha's a Eagles fan. I grew up in Atlanta in the 80s, and you had all the blackout rules with the NFL, so we could never watch Falcons games. And but I could always see Detroit every Thanksgiving, so I was always a little bit of a Detroit fan and a Chicago Bears fan, which I know doesn't go together. But my first year playing football was 1985 with the Chicago Bears were all of that and then some in 1985. Juanita, hello. Ashley, David, I guess I'm just the Swamp Thing. And now I have a mint in my mouth to keep from clearing my throat all night. Ben, hello from Illinois. I have a white screen. I know you weren't born in 1985. Ass. But see, I don't get older. I get better. Rutgers, huh? Well, I played football at University of Georgia, so I'm a Georgia fan. Justin's in from Cincinnati. He is a Bearcat. Best Scream Factory release of 2024. I can't wait to do my final 2024 4K list, but right now I would say that Matinee and Wolfman are close to the top. Nick's Movie Corner. Hey, what's up? Yeah, Orbit shipped my Blair Witch today too. I got an idea, Brian, so I won't be as green. Let's see if this will work. Am I still green, or is that better? Matinee is so great. Oh, Nick's Movie Corner, Cincinnati. Justin, you got another Cincinnati? Yeah, right there. That's better. It's hard to tell because you really can't see it. Like you can't see it when you set up the live stream. You can't pre-test it. You can kind of see it in the background, but it's black and white until you go live, so you can't see it. So you have no idea what it's going to look like because it doesn't look like this on my camera. It looks completely different. New channel, Ava Green Culture. Greetings from Scotland. Wow. Hey, Martin. Best 4K transfer from Arrow. Friday the 13th is good. The Trick or Treat was real good too. But you got to go back. You got to remember that Conan was released this year, and that Conan 4K is retarded good, especially considering how old that film was. Any recommendations for the Criterion sale? So for me, I'm not the biggest Criterion guy, but I make Criterion fit into my taste. So Criterion, Repo Man, The Others, Mulholland Drive, Blue Velvet is weird, but I'm going to review Blue Velvet here soon. Night of the Living Dead, Dazed and Confused, Bull Durham. It's a nice Blu-ray on Bull Durham. Trying to think of what else I got down there. Oh, Princess Bride and After Hours. Seven Samurai, I would get from I would get the UK version of that. That's a big, nice 4K set, and it's the same price. Top 5 football movies. Well, I did a video recently with all like my top 15 football movies. Nobody watched it. But top 5, you've got Varsity Blues in there. You've got Friday Night Lights in there. It's totally blanked on my top 5. I'm trying to remember my top 5. Varsity Blues and Friday Night Lights are up there. The UK set you can get on Orbit. I don't know if it's been released yet or not. Rudy's good. Rudy's not quite in my top 5. I remember that. The Replacements is really good. Oh, The Program is my number 1 all time. The Program is my number 1. So top 3 are The Program, Friday Night Lights, and Varsity Blues. I'm trying to remember my top 5. I did a video of the top 15. The Program, that might be, having played college football. There's some stuff that's over the top, but there's a lot of stuff that's pretty accurate. Friday Night Lights is extremely accurate for a big time high school football program. I love The Replacements. I just saw them talking about Keanu Reeves when he did The Replacements. He did it so well that the Baltimore Ravens offered him a tryout for quarterback, and he declined because that's actually him. Oh, wow, Sacco, I appreciate that. Look, From Beyond is pushed back to 12/9 according to 88 Films. Wow, Sacco. Let's see. I don't know how to do this thing here. Let's see. Man, they keep pushing those releases back with 88 films. If Ryan from the last movie standings in here, he might know a little bit about that going on. Huge 1999 super chat. Thank you, super sticker. Thank you, Sago. I really, really appreciate that. I've been taking a little hit on my views and all that stuff since spooky season content ended. It was like a YouTube branded my channel a horror channel, and is like it just lowered the boom on me. My channel the other day got less than 1,500 views for the whole day, which that's like what I got. That's what I got like in the third week my channel existed. Like that hadn't happened. Yeah, the algorithm just melted me down. Hey Jose, All the Right Moves is really good. Really good. I have that on DVD. I don't like to. I was talking about. I don't know if that's on anything other than a Blu-ray or a 4K. I don't know if there's 4K out there, or I have the DVD of All the Right Moves. Somebody told me one of my favorite movies all time, and my favorite Tim Burton movie is Big Fish, and I was just talking about that on a video, and I was saying, man, this movie needs a 4K. Apparently, there is a 4K. I didn't know it. Caveman Movies. Hey, everyone, please hit the like button. Man, I appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. Apparently, I guess there's 58 of us in here. It's a good number. That was my football number. It's my son's but apparently hitting the like does help. Do I own Aliens 4K? I do own Aliens 4K. I have not watched Aliens 4K since I got it. I have watched Alien. I have not watched Aliens in the 4K. Becca, may I say I was so impressed that you used Robert Johnson's story of Barry Kane, who came from Mississippi Delta, and he's still talking about around here. Well, that story, I'm very Southern, and that story is very well known to me, and I've been to that area I've been all through Mississippi. I had an ex-girlfriend, and I dated off in high school whose family had to relocate to Mississippi. I spent a lot of time around through there. Been to Yazoo City. I've been to a lot of places around there where they definitely believe in that stuff around the Mississippi Delta. Had Thanksgiving once, drove through Mississippi, and we had Thanksgiving on a casino boat in New Orleans. Cody Reeves, you're from Southern Mississippi. That's cool. Our movie wall looks really good. Thank you. I didn't put those shelves together. Risha put those shelves together, but putting the movies on them was not easy. Aliens, last movie standing. Aliens 4K is legit. I don't see anything wrong with it personally. You and I are the same mind a lot on the 4Ks, but we make movies. We have a whole different perspective of it. Man, ever since I said there was 58 people in here, 6 people left. And Becca just saw Buried Kane. If you guys don't know, she was a big fan of it. Buried Kane is the one movie I did that's not a horror in any way, shape, or form. It's a drama. And you can watch it on Tubi and stuff right now. It's like a love triangle drama. And I was inspired one night drinking a bottle of wine called Buried Kane wine and listening to an old country song came on the radio, and I wrote the entire script in a night. Yeah, my second site is on the way as well. Do I have a PO box so you can send me Blu-rays? The address is for where you can send me stuff to AVA Pop Culture is in the description of all of my videos. You can send anything there. It's a business address. Whenever I watch movies you haven't seen video, I wait for somebody to mention the Imaginarium of Dr. Thanasis. Well, that's the one that started with Heath Ledger, right? And is that the one where it started and he died, and they used a bunch of people to like finish out his parts and do it in a different way? Is that the one, or am I thinking about the wrong one? Martin, I did not get the Rumpelstiltskin from TerraVision because when it was announced, I didn't want to buy him freeze. Okay, Nick's Movie Corner. That's the one. I have seen that, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Have I seen Escape from New York in 4K? Yes. I'm a big Carpenter fan. Can't see it. It's just off camera. I got the big black box of that up there. It's a good 4K. Car keys. This, you guys probably can't see this. I don't know. I got this from Richard Dreyfuss. It says at a Days of the Dead film convention, we were both guests at this Quint's Boat Rental, Amity Island, established 1974. Becca, Barry Kane is an awesome movie. Thank you. Kevin, when does the buy-in freeze end? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I cheated and I bought. I mean, I'm really it's hard because I'm trying to dig out from all of those unprecedented costs that I've had here lately with house repairs and everything else. I did cheat and I bought these 50% off Criterion. I got Mulholland Drive and I got the others. I've seen the others a bunch of times, but I've never seen it in 4K. But I have never seen Mulholland Drive. But I'm down to go a full David Lynch rabbit hole after one of my members, Tyler, a while back sent me Blue Velvet. Now, Blue Velvet's weird. I don't know if it's one that I would watch all the time, but it's intriguing. And I'm really interested to see this one. My sound is going in and out. Is my sound going in and out to you guys? I don't know why. It's my mic. It may be my Wi. It could be my Wi-Fi. How is the sound? When I lean in, it's going out, or when I set back. I'll try not to lean up if that's making it go out. I don't know why. And nothing's moving except for me. So when I lean in, it goes out. That's crazy. It sounds weird, compressed. I don't know why. Mean Streets on Criterion 4K. I haven't seen that. John, you got the John Wick Titans of Cult set today. I love John Wick. Alfonso, hello there. Not sure what's going on with that audio there. Have I ever seen The Happening? Yes, I've seen The Happening. Mm-hmm. Do I think the Gladiator 2 movie is going to be good, Justin? I don't know about that. I mean, I wouldn't rush to go see it. You're still waiting for me to see Lost Souls. So listen, so I did the room tour video today, and I showed where I keep my 2-watch stack of movies, and it's like this high, and that's just the stack. That's nothing on streaming. That's just what I have in physical media. Because you guys don't realize, like when you're trying to crank out one of these videos every day, it super cuts into your time to watch movies. It is so hard. It just backs up on you. My most anticipated movie for 2025. I can't even think of what's coming out off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Most anticipated movie for me at the end of the year, though, is Nosferatu. I cannot wait for Nosferatu. 2025. See, I I don't know if I can do the Superman movie. I don't know if I can do it because I'm such a Superman fan. I'm a massive Superman fan. And for me, Superman on screen starts and ends with two guys. It's Christopher Reeve and Tom Welling. And that's my guys. Mulholland Drive is almost like LA Confidential as far as starlets being recruited as prostitutes. Uh, Ashley, recommendations for movies with family dinner set. I apologize for keep asking. I'm sorry I missed it if you asked before. Family dinner setting. So I might need to get back to you on that because I am putting together a list of movies about food and family for Thanksgiving. It should be out this coming week. Um, and I've just now started putting that list together. Um, Family dinners. I'll have to think about that. But I'm gonna do a whole list. Hey Frank, what's up? Frank's Media and Reviews is in here. What's cooking? Yeah. How many movies have I directed? Um, The Doorway, Perdition, Hollywood Nightmare, Realm of Souls, uh, Buried Cane, Creature Feature, Dark Roads, Bring Me a Dream, and then a bunch of short films and a bunch of music videos and cinematographer on a bunch of music videos. Oh, Would You Rather? That's a yeah from 2012, a food dinner movie. Also, the was is the movie Hide and Seek with crap. I just lost her name. Why do I keep picturing a dinner in that as well for some reason? Home for the Holidays with Robert Downey Jr. Now you're getting into my food list movies. I can't give too many of those away. Can you watch any of my movies on streaming? Buried Cane is on streaming. Realm of Souls is on streaming. Uh, Bring Me a Dream is on streaming, and Creature Feature is still on some streaming. The menu is a little bit different. That's not necessarily a family dinner one. Will I be getting? Uh, well, everything. Sorry, guys, everything's moving fast. Ready or Not. Ready or Not. That's what I'm thinking of. Not Hide and Seek. I think it's Ready or Not. Um, will I be looking for Mr. Goodbar? I am super intrigued by Mr. Goodbar. I'm on my buying freeze. I kind of do want that one though because I've never seen that, and for a movie that's been have any kind of Oscars nominated, me not see is weird. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I just saw that. Yeah, Ready or Not is a good one. I've only seen that one once. I'd like to watch that one again. Clue does have dinner in it. Clue has just that good kind of vibe that fits in around this time of year. You saw Superman 78 in the cinema. That one was I was a little too young to see that one in the theater. Ready or Not doesn't have dinner scenes. Why am I picturing that? Am I conflating that with another movie that's similar to that? Like, because I feel like I keep getting scenes of that with Knives Out mixed up in my head too for some reason. What? Tony Todd passed away? Oh man, I hate to hear that. I've actually got to meet him a couple of times, and Um, we had dinner in there in the hotel at the Sheraton at in Atlanta. Oh man, that sucks. There's definitely a family movie or a family dinner in Christmas Vacation. That's one of my all-time favorite movies. Wow, man, the Tony Todd thing is out of nowhere. That's crazy. Very sad news on Tony Todd. You're not seeing anything when you search Tony Todd. Yeah, all of Tony Todd's movies prices are about to go up. That happens every time. Yeah, we lost um, James Earl Jones, John Amos. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead 1990 is good. Man, that's sad. Well, that brought down the room a little bit. That's pretty sad. Yeah, the concierge from John Wick. He also played in the show Fringe, which I loved. Eli, what's up, man? Cody asked, "What are classic comfort movies?" Well, mine are different. Back to the Future is one. Um, Goonies is one, but it's good. This is going to be a weird one to say, but Die Hard is one. Lethal Weapon, for that matter. But if I need something to really feel good and to like lift my spirits for some reason, one of the things I'll watch is You've Got Mail or Notting Hill. I don't know why, but they definitely do that. Turner and Hooch, even though it's sad at the end. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Monster Squad and Rad. I could definitely see Monster Squad. Swamp Thing too. Creep Show, Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, Stephen King's The Night Flyer. Out of uh out of horror movies, any comfort horror movie is it for me, the original. When you're feeling low, watch Cheeky. Yeah, that'll lift you up right along with her skirt, right? There's something cheerful about that movie, and I was actually reading, and that's like one of the things that's described is it's a cheerful movie. Oh, now TV shows to feel comfort. Chuck, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, Smallville. Those four. Since I can't spend money, what should you pick up from the Barnes and Noble sale? Criterion, the others, the Night of the Living Dead. If you don't have it, Dazed and Confused, um, Princess Bride, Mulholland Drive, um, movies like that. That's I fit Criterion into mine. I don't venture out. Although I will say, and I was waiting to see if he got in here. I went to my mailbox this evening. He's a Christmas movie. Well, it's spread and cheer and legs. Um, I went to my mailbox tonight, and this would be another Criterion. Now, this is a Blu-ray. Uh, I got a bunch of movies sent to me. And one of them is this is one of my favorite. I'm a big Marilyn Monroe fan. Oh, yeah. Risky Business. Risky Business is one of the 4Ks of the year. It's one of the 4Ks of the year. I got this movie sent to me. It's a Criterion Blu-ray. I'm a big Marilyn fan, so some like it hot. Love having this. Got The Burning on 4K with a slip. Oppenheimer, a 3-movie Blu-ray set of the Bill and Ted movies, which I didn't have any of these on physical media, and Blu-ray of Thanksgiving, which I know just got a 4K come out, but like these were great gift. And a package I wasn't expecting. I actually have this a big movie poster of this in my dining room. I have not seen Strange Darling, but that would be one if I was buying, I would definitely buy that movie because I've heard so many good things about it. Yeah, I have not seen Oppenheimer yet either. John Doe Juggalo, what's up? Did you get your package yet? You saw Gator in Walmart? I hope they don't remake The Burbs. Mixed Nuts, Goodfellas Family Dinner. Oh, awesome. I'm glad it got there. We had a lot going on. My son's birthday was this week. Everything has been crazy. Miss Doubtfire as a dinner scene. You know, I was shocked to find out that I didn't have Miss Doubtfire when I was doing a list recently. I was incredulous. I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan, so like I was kept, you know, I wanted to get that 4K 3-film set from Screen Factory, but this is a good because I don't see myself spending the money for that any time soon. So this is all 3 movies here on Blu-ray. Oh, Gator in the chat you saw in Walmart. Santa Sleigh with Bill Goldberg. I've seen that, but it's been a while. Becca, you love Buffy Vampire, Buffy the Vampire Diaries, Supernatural, True Blood, the originals. I was on Vampire Diaries when it was filming here, and my line got cut on that too. But you can still see me. I don't remember the episode number. It takes place in a bar. It was filmed here, and I don't even remember the main guy's name, the blondish haired guy. But I was much bigger. I just finished playing football, and they wanted to be me like this big guy, like behind him and all this stuff. And I had to keep doing push-ups in between sets or in between takes so that I looked bigger, and they almost caused me to pass out. They had to bring me a smoothie and everything else because we filmed for hours, and so I'm doing push-ups all day long. The Skulls trilogy on Blu-ray is only $13 on Amazon. I gotta get that. If you guys don't know, I was just talking about the Skulls on movies that you haven't seen because I just never hear anybody talk about it. Oh, Justin, yeah, Point Break. Oh, one of my favorites too. Right there. Boop. Do I own Dawn of the Dead 4K from Second Sight? I do. Not that big set, but the smaller set. I just got it as a gift for Father's Day, and I have not watched it yet. Santa's Sleigh. I'm surprised that's one they haven't done in like Vinegar Syndrome or somebody hasn't done in 4K. I've never seen Still Dawn. Johnny Utah. The Gift I haven't seen since the theater. I really want to get that one. I didn't pre-order it because I wasn't buying anything. That's one I want to get. Of course, growing up, I was like a senior in high school when Dawson's Creek started. So Katie Holmes is like topless in that movie. So that was like the one thing I remembered about it. But that movie has a hell of a cast. Oh wow, really? I didn't know that about Keanu and his wife. Not watched The Wizard of Oz 4K yet. I have not opened it. I did watch. I've actually watched Trick or Treat a couple times now, doing a review, and then rewatched it. And this was a blind buy for me. I missed this movie when it came out, and I don't know how because I was like prime age for it because we watched horror movies and stuff, and my hands were told this. Was watching horror movies and stuff, and my brother could basically, as far as he was into rock and roll, he could be the main kid in this. Um, I described it this way, and so did Brian at the last movie standing. This is a horror version of Weird Science. That's what this is. I enjoyed it with a great soundtrack. Was hoping for Keanu Reeves as Ghost Rider. That would have been cool. Midnight in Paris is a comfort movie. Which one's your favorite horror movie, Becca? Are you talking about Trick or Treat? Which one are you talking about? Well, I got this too from a long ago pre-order. It's like a documentary. 1982 greatest geek year ever. Um, it was pretty good. I haven't watched this yet. Pre-orders long ago. Pre-orders help get you through when you're not buying stuff because stuff just trickles in. Oh yeah, the You Might Be a Killer. Like I gotta be honest. I only kind of watched it. I was doing other things, and I enjoyed it though. What I saw of it, I like what it was doing. Frankie Frico, Aguirre, and Dark Crystal. You got some uh, pre-orders there. Yeah, Becca, Trick or Treat is good. I really want that Constantine 4K set that's on pre-order. Doesn't even have a release date yet, though. Oh, Devil's Advocate is great, Keanu. Devil's Advocate is great. I love this movie. Me and my son saw this when it came. This is if Santa Claus, if this is Die Hard with Santa Claus. But there is a set out there that's got 1,500 that's a limited edition that's out of print that's on eBay. It runs anywhere between like 90 and $110 depending on who's selling it. I really, really want it. The Simple Plan 4K was good. Brian, did you get the Simple Plan 4K or did you just get Invasion? Brian said Invasion is pretty good. RoboCop, the 4K $17 on Arrow Flash sale. Is that I'm assuming that's the standard version since the box set's long out of print. I'm surprised the Secret of Nim doesn't have a 4K already. As I was looking through my set, I am surprised that Pretty Woman does not have a 4K. I'm doing rom coms, and Pretty Woman doesn't have a 4K. John Carpenter's Vampires is one I gotta have. That is one of my sneaky favorite vampire movies. It's on my top vampire list. Yeah, we were talking about Tony Todd passed earlier. That's really sad. Invasion. I got to get that Invasion too. I haven't seen that one since the theater. I'm waiting on the Faculty 4K. Am I a fan of long? I have not seen Long Legs yet. I haven't seen it. This time of year, it's especially hard for me to get to the theater because my son is a big time like youth football player. He's in 8th grade and he plays football. We have practice. You've got 4 days a week that you're driving to practice. You have a game and on Saturdays, and it takes us an hour one way to get to his practice and an hour back. And his practice is 2 hours. So you're losing 4 hours every day. And I have videos to make and all kinds of stuff, stuff to do in the meantime. And then Saturdays, he plays a game. So it is very, very, very small window for anything for me to see at the theater. And when Long Legs was at the theater, I didn't get a chance to see it, and I just hadn't seen it since it came out. Son-in-Law has dinner. Son-in-Law is about to be on a few more of my lists. I love that movie, like rationally so. Mannequin. uh, I wouldn't say I collect Severin. I buy some stuff from Severin if it's something that I want. They don't have a ton that I buy. I think I maybe have 6 or 7 Severin movies. Woke Niner recaps. What's up, man? Football takes up a lot of time. And here in Georgia, I mean, it's like, especially if you're really good, like he is, it's like a business already. Yeah, I don't have a lot because I've been doing a video every single day. I mean, it takes me like however long it takes me to do the research for a particular video, and then I will record it. Takes 30-45 minutes to record it, uploading it and loading it over to Premiere Pro, another 15-20 minutes. Editing, if I put clips in it, could take several hours to edit, and then to export it takes about a half hour, and then to upload it to YouTube takes about an hour or so, and to do all the metadata and the thumbnail takes about a half hour. So it's not easy. It's not as easy as just the uploading. I don't do stuff with my phone. I know Brian's in here. He doesn't record with his phone either. So we do like editing. Last movie standing. That's Brian. That's a good question. Do you feel horror fans get taken advantage of the most with physical media? Yes. Because there's so much horror, and horror was made very easily, has always been made very easily. Appreciate it, Sako. Thank you. Horror is made very easily, and they made so many horror movies, and it lends itself to cool visuals and everything, and practical effects. So every time you get better resolution and scan, it's interesting to see it again how it will look. And the same thing every time you get a new like artwork, it's right for tons of new artwork and releases, and a lot of the horror people want to talk about it, and there's horror movie only conventions and stuff like that. So I just feel like it lends itself more to for those people, those fans, to be taken advantage of. Like there's only so many times you're going to buy like You've Got Mail. I mean, how many times do you need that? Like changing the artwork up's not going to do anything for that. Arrow's Friday the 13th 4K is back on Amazon for $23. Lies everywhere. Well, what they told me is once like they would still be sending the rest of their stock out, and once it was gone, it was gone. But they didn't say how many that was going to be. Most disappointing 4K release of 2024. I'll probably make a list. I'm never really that disappointed by them. The one I'm going to say is controversial. Um, Desperado did like I just it's a great picture, but the color it doesn't have a wide range of colors, and so I don't know that you tell that big of a difference between a Blu-ray and a 4K. There's no dynamic range. There doesn't have a ton of dynamic range in it. Horror movies really lend themselves most to big changes when you get a 4K. Yeah, horror was made for physical media and collecting, like the visuals, the artwork, the props. It's made for it. It's made for it. Like, what are you going to collect for? I love You Got Mail. I love Notting Hill. I love Son in Law. What are you going to collect from those? I haven't seen Maxine. I have Blade Runner 2024. I haven't seen it yet. It was a gift. Does Cocoon not have any kind of physical release? My thoughts on the Twister 4K. Mine are kind of in line with Brian's from the last movie standing. Like when everybody else was going nuts over it earlier this summer, I didn't have it in my top 10 4Ks of the first half of the year. I think it's good. Color grading is always subjective. So, like, if they change the color grade, that's subjective. You might like a little warmer, somebody else might like a little cooler. So that's just kind of subjective. But I didn't really like what he did with the green. I live in a place that has a lot of tornadoes. Yes, we talk about it going green outside, not neon green. And yeah, that could have been done back then. So I don't buy that. But I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Um, there's some places I like the skin tones better in it than in the Blu-ray that I saw on Brian's review, but I don't have the Blu-ray. I only have you guys. I found out this is actually worth something here. If I can find it really quick. I have the old. This is one of the first DVDs I ever bought in like the end of 1997, beginning of 1998. Yeah, after my senior year of high school was the senior year graduation money. I've had this Twister Snapper Case DVD since then. I heard this is like hard to come by, but I don't have the Blu-ray of it. I only have this old DVD. Uh, you like the bad guys more in Twister? Hamburger, the motion picture. I don't know if I've seen that. That was a test on Twister. Like, I mean, I like it. Yeah, I've seen that. People said that Twister was the first DVD. I'm gonna tell you, I went into it was a actually it might have been a Circuit City uh, with senior year money, and I bought a DVD player, and I bought this, and I think one of the next DVDs I bought was I bought a couple, but one of the other early ones I bought was The Faculty, like a few months later. Favorite Twister Snapcase, $12, brand new on eBay. Yeah, there's different versions of it. There's different versions of it, from what I'm told. I don't know. I haven't looked it up. I don't really care. I wouldn't sell it because they reprinted this. But I was somebody else. Let's see. Favorite found footage film? I mean, like I would have to really think about that. Somebody asked me that before. I like Paranormal Activity. I found that genuinely scary. Yeah, Encino Man with no Blu-ray. I almost sailed the high seas for Encino Man because I only have a really old DVD of that. In a Violent Nature Blu-ray is going for some money, really? They shot that with my same cinema camera, Canon C70. Donnie Darko sequel would make 0 cents and 0 cents. I wouldn't be first in line for it. Peter Jackson's early work. I mean, The Frighteners 4K is awesome. I forgot how much I liked that movie. The Matrix. Well, there's a lot of people that like Donnie Darko. I heard from every single one of them when I made a video. I did that with Hubie Halloween because I love that movie. That's a feel good movie for me too. And I'm trying to get rid of all my streaming. Oh, you finally saw the thing? Yeah, the thing is awesome. I used to have the Twister VHS. I don't have that. I only have the. You guys will see when the room tour video comes out, but I only have this shelving of VHS. Is all I got. So you guys help me. I'm trying to decide um, which I'm either gonna. My next two videos are going to be the top 20 rom coms of all time, and my room tour video. One's going to come out Saturday. One's going to come out Sunday. I'm just trying to decide which one. Which does anybody have any preference? Do I watch old noir movies? Yes, sometimes I do, especially around this time of year. Oh, Eli, you got me beat at that many. I think I'm at like 2,000. I'm right at 2,000 total. I don't think David Lynch knows what his movies are about. Ashley, all right, thank you. If yeah, I just find that it seems like people have more time on Sundays, and the room video is longer. Yeah, Eli, that's a big ass collection. Yeah, I don't think David Lynch. I don't think he really knows what his movies are completely about either. Oh man, Alfonso. Yeah, 4 a.m. You've earned it. Go to bed. Don't let anybody convince you physical media is dead. Never, ever, ever. Look at how this stuff is selling out. Look at all the stuff they're making and selling out. It's actually a golden age. If I could remake any horror movie in my style, what would it be? I would love two different ones. I would love to remake it. I've read and listened to that book probably 50 times. It and I would love to take a turn at Amityville Horror. Man, Tony Todd was only 69. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It's crazy. Do I find myself fighting to not purchase physical copy because it's available on streaming? No. Like sometimes I with if I have access to it on streaming, I'll try before you buy type thing. Um, but if I like it, I immediately want to buy it. Like because my next thing is how much better will it look? And to be honest with you, I've been trying to restrain myself from like if I have something on DVD, like I'm not or if there's only a Blu-ray available, I've been trying not to buy that and wait on a 4K to come out. But I immediately like I watched what was I just watching on I was just watching this on DVD like literally earlier today. The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. I was watching this today on DVD and I started looking at the picture and it sucks. Like you can see where it's like super soft and the color is washed out. But again, this is Disney, so we're probably not getting anything else. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray of this, but the color on this DVD sucks. Hey man, I'm a big sucker for rom-coms. I don't know. I like all kinds of movies. If you watch, you can ask Becca in here. If you watch my drama Barry Kane that you can get on Tubi or whatever, you'll see. Like I like dramas and I like comedies a lot, but rom coms. I like musical movies. I love Phantom of the Opera. I like the Gerard Butler Phantom of the Opera. I like The Greatest Showman. I like Into the Woods. Yeah, the color on this sucks out loud, and this has some beautiful scenery in Alaska, and it's The Holiday. I have that over there on DVD. On DVD. Almost like as my eyes get more tired, I start squinting more and more at the chat. Little Nicky is like one of the only Adam Sandler movies I don't have. Underrated Adam Sandler movie, the dramedy. It's Spanglish, where his wife cheats on him. Good movie, super good movie. Yeah, Spanglish, love it, love that movie. And that's the other one. I don't think I have Spanglish. Yeah, no, I don't have Spanglish. I like that movie a lot. Arrow maxed me out that last time at $15 of my credit. Unshrunk Love is a good one either. I don't have that one either. I purposely don't own Uncut Gems because I don't think I ever want to watch it. I mean, it's a well done movie, but I don't think I ever need to see it again. I don't know if I've seen The Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. There's a good movie with her and Steve Martin that I like. I can't remember. I have never seen It Follows all the way through. Bringing Down the House. That's it. What do you think? Fandango at Home's disc to digital. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Becca bringing down the house. Yeah, that's it. I like that movie. Yeah, last movie standing. It's always good. He's in here. That's my boy there. Family dinner movies. Brothers with Toby Maguire and Jake Gyllenhaal. No, I haven't seen Enchanted is technically a rom com. Enchanted, you may see on my rom com list. Maybe. Might be able to see it back there. Can you see it? Everything's backwards. I've seen Punch Drunk Love. I just don't have it. I guess they're having a family dinner in You're Next too, right? Cat in the Hat. Brian, nobody has mentioned it. I guess it hasn't gotten noticeable enough yet. It's itching though. Darkness since you have movies like, and I bought that. I have that. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Oh, yeah. I got it. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. This is the uncensored, unrated version. Blended is really good. I like Blended a lot. They filmed Blended all around here. They filmed it at the Hooters close to my house. The scenes in Hooters is really close to my house, and he's the manager at the Dick's Sporting Goods at Mall of Georgia, which is I pass every day to take my son to football practice. Bride of Chucky. I have seen Cursed. It's one of my favorite werewolf films over here somewhere. Um, the unrated version I just saw for the first time. The unrated though. Gotta add this over here into my need to watch pile. Sookie Stackhouse, aka Rogue. Just go with it. I love Adam Sandler. We're big Adam Sandler fans. My kids love everything he's in. I haven't seen The Howling 3 marsupials. I just watched The Howling 4 or Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf. And it's funny, like, I mean, Sybil Danning, how many times she gets topless in that thing is hilarious. Like at the end, in the end credits, they just keep showing her pull her top off again and again and again to the point where we're almost like, all right, I've seen her boobs enough, which you wouldn't think would be a thing. The Howling 5. It's so crazy, man. Still no Blu-ray of Mr. Deeds. I cannot wait for the 4K of Happy Gilmore. And I like Billy Madison too, but I really like Happy Gilmore. My buddy Lee and I went and saw that in the movie theater the night it came out. My girlfriend broke up with me. We went and saw that. I was like 17, 18 maybe. Yeah, I'm glad there's some Adam Sandler 4Ks coming. I just think they need to start doing everything in 4K. Like the Howling 2 transfer 4K is really good. It's really good. Um, Vinegar Syndrome don't miss. Mr. Deeds does have a Blu-ray, $12 on Amazon. Brian's over there like checking out everything. He's fact checking. He's live fact checking. I do not have that Cruel Jaws Blu-ray. Hey Brian, do you want to talk about Jaws? Any kind of Jaws? I hear my friend Brian at the Last Movie Standing really loves Jaws. He can't help but talk about Jaws all the time. You want to talk about Jaws, don't you, Brian? We love Adam Sandler. Ooh, favorite wedding. So you're gonna like my list coming up. AKA films. Oh no, Brian. Last movie standing. You assured me you love Jaws, and you don't like American Pie at all, right? Next time, PP. Air ha on one cheek and PPY right there on the other. Worst movies ever made list is coming out soon. Jaws is number one. I will have to shank you if you put that on a worst movie ever made. He's just tired of hearing films at home talk about it. That's all it is. What's up? But just for you, Brian. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women. Farewell and adieu, you dear Spanish lady. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. That's actually an extra thing I have there. Your internet's going out. Weird. I don't know if I like that. I'm trying to scan you out of your stuff and convert you to digital. Best 4K player recommendations. If you need one that will play Blu-rays anywhere, Sony XM2, 800 or 800 XM2. It's the one I got sitting right over here. It's a region-free player, so it'll play Blu-ray. I mean, 4K is a region-free, but that'll play Blu-rays that are region-free or region locked. Great one. Best one of overall for best picture quality is the Panasonic UB820. I need to check under the bed. I can check out under the bed. I haven't seen that. I have no use to watch any kickboxer movie besides the first one. Oh, 4K of Once Bitten. One Can Dream. I love that movie. I had such a crush on his girlfriend in that movie, and usually, I've always been attracted to blonde, but she had dark hair. I thought she was gorgeous when I was a kid. Yeah, the UB820 Panasonic, and it has that chip in it that enhances colors and everything else. 51st Dates is awesome. Him and Drew Barrymore are power together. Deep Blue Sea, yes, Brian, yes, I like Deep Blue Sea a lot. Underrated, underrated. I about shit my pants in the movie theater when Samuel L. Jackson got killed. Like, oh crap! What kind of sound system do I have? I'm still putting together all my stuff, but I'm going with a full clips surround system in both rooms. So in here, I just have a center channel and a right and left speaker. Both are all clips. And then in my living room, I have the center channel and the big floor standing towers on each side and the bass. But my back rear speakers are Bose surround speakers, and they're mounted up high and angled down. Um, but I want to get a bigger sub for in there. In here, I'm kind of stuck. This room is narrow. You guys will see when you see the room tour. And it's hardwood floor. I don't really have a way to run cord. I don't have anywhere to put speakers behind me in here. But I need to upgrade my receiver in here. Yeah, the UB 9000 would be great, but that one's about $1,000. Deep Blue Sea would be a day one 4K buy for me. Alien Romulus and Deadpool Wolverine being so expensive. So I might do a video talking about this because I find it complete and utter bullshit. The price gouging that they're doing with these 4Ks, and I don't like it. And I know why Disney's doing it. Disney's doing it because they've been running for a few years their movie division into the ground, and they've been running their parks division into the ground, trying to siphon money off of it to pay for their failing movies and their decision making. And gouging us for the movies that they do have success with is bullshit. I have seen Universal Soldier: The Return. The Jar. I didn't see Alien Romulus at the theater. Aliens is $54. See, that's Disney too. I might get because I can't do speaker, and this is only a 9 foot ceiling in this room, and I can't do back speakers. I might get the Atmos speakers in here and wall mount them behind my TV facing in here. Sony may be trying to get their money back. Like, look, I'll show you guys. I think I showed them in a video. The only reason I own these is because they were gifts. And I still, on general principle, I haven't decided if I'm keeping them or sending them back and getting the money back to my mom, because um, it's ridiculous. But like me and my son saw this, and he's a huge fan. My son's name is Logan, and he's literally named after Wolverine. Um, so I have these, but like this one was, she pre-ordered, it was $65. This one was 50. It's crazy town. We found Trick or Treat that are well over $100 for limited. So me and Brian were texting about this right before I came on. There's like 60 listings on eBay for Trick or Treat, and some of them have multiple listings in each, or multiple copies in each listing, and they're going 130, 199, 229. It is, look at this. Now you can't pay that for it. Like, it just sucks. There are people selling the 3-pack set, the sell me all three, for $700 on eBay. Get out of town. Yeah, I would let them sit. Have I ever watched Super Dark Times? I haven't seen that. Yeah, I paid like $20 for my Aliens movies in 4K. Yeah, I liked. I don't know, like the cover B. I mean, I know that like the others had Blue Lightning, but I saw that like it immediately. Uh, oh, I got you. Scan is done with the barcode of the case. Yeah, I'm glad I got Trick or Treat for the normal prices. I really did enjoy the movie. I really did. Got all three and keep C and reselling A and B at some point. Yeah, I my buddy Chance picked the red one too because it was different. Because most horror stuff is most horror cases are black. Ooh, it's a cool case though. But that scene in here where he comes back to life, is 100% the Lisa scene from Science. I can't wait to get Galaxy Quest back over there on 4K. Cherry Falls. I think I have seen Cherry Falls. Wait, that the one where they kill virgins? Can't remember. I was gifted the original version of it on Steelbook and Blu-ray, and I can't wait to watch that because I have only ever seen that movie on broadcast TV in my old ass DVD. I haven't seen Gene Simmons in Runaway, but I have talked to Gene Simmons on the phone because Dark Road 79. I his You can go look this up. You can go Google this right now, Brian, while you're looking at everything else. Um, I cast Gene Simmons' daughter, Sophie Simmons, in Dark Road 79, and he called me to check on things about it, but she ended up not doing the movie. I had to let her go because she was not a team player at all. But like the Rap and the Wire and Variety had already done articles on it. But answer your phone and it's Gene Simmons. That was a trip. Go ahead, Google it. Sophie Simmons, Dark Roads. What's even more interesting is me having to fire her or let her go, make a decision to go a different way. I didn't speak to him anymore. It wasn't him. He was super nice. She was just young. She's just young. And she was about to do that show. She was in the middle of doing that reality show they were doing. And she just didn't want to do anything. She didn't want to do the reading. She had different like um requests all of a sudden, and we were on a very limited budget for that movie, and like we couldn't pay to fly our hairdresser in and like all this kind of stuff at the last second. Oh well, I am kind of like my throat. That's why. That's the peppermint now because my throat. I've been. Brian could tell the other day that I wasn't 100% by how I sounded. If you guys haven't noticed a lot here lately, I've been having to clear my throat a lot when I'm doing the videos. Um, am I picking up Blazing Saddles? At some point, I'll get the Blazing Saddles for sure. I have that on VHS over here. Hello, Allison. A Western from the point of view of the horse. Um, insane. The only way you can get any of the movies now, I have a few copies left that were special pressings of Dark Road 79 and Creature Feature that were made for us to sign and sell at Days of the Dead and other horror conventions. I have a few of those left, and I have a few factory sealed DVD copies of Bring Me a Dream. And once I sell out of those, there aren't any more. I've just been selling them for $25 a piece and doing PayPal. I hope that Terminator 4K is good, but I don't have the same problems with like. I mean, I went into a whole thing about one of my early videos on the channel is why most 4K reviews are wrong, and I went into um, True Lies. I don't see the same problems with it everybody else does. I don't have a problem with it. But I know why it looks the way it does. And it's not just over DNR or the reason the DNR is the way it is. NVD, I don't know what NVD 4Ks I might or might not have. I have Ghoulies was good. That was NVD. $60. So, I didn't know it didn't have it. Sell you one? I mean, I'll sell anybody until I run out of these movies. I'll sell them. I don't need that many copies of them. The only thing I don't have extra copies of is Realm of Souls, Realm of Souls, and Hollywood Nightmare. I don't have any more of those, or the Japanese DVD of Buried Kane. What's my oldest favorite rom com? Like the oldest. Um, well, like if you want to go back to like classic movies, like It Happened One Night is good. Uh, but like more contemporary, but still older. I mean, I don't know. That's hard. I mean, classics wise, It Happened One Night is good. I like Some Like It Hot. I like 7 Year Itch, although I guess that's technically, I mean, I guess those are technically more of a, you could say they're just more comedies than like rom coms. Yeah, It Happened One Night is fun. Like we get all of our like rom com tropes. Like you first see those in It Happened One Night, and I love the scene where he's carrying her across the water on his shoulder. Clark Gable's carrying her across the water, tells her to shut up. Favorite atmospheric horror films. Well, I did a whole video on the small town like atmosphere horror. This, and now you're talking about like my favorite stuff. You see the smile come up. Um, man, there's a lot of good ones. I love the atmosphere in It, the original It, because the whole town is It in some way. And of course, The Fog is really good. And trying to think what else. Those are the first two that always pop to my mind. But I did a whole list about the small town. Dead and Buried has some serious atmosphere to it. Favorite Simpsons character is super easy. That's Homer. Always, even when I was a kid and The Simpsons started, I loved Homer. It Happened One Night remake is the sure thing. I didn't know that was a take on that. Sideshow Bob. Dead and Buried has some serious. It has more fog than The Fog. I tell people that. Favorite hillbilly movie? I don't know. I have to think about that one. I like the remake of The Fog better than most people. I have not seen Troll 2. The Beverly Hillbillies, that was the first thing that popped in my mind. Golly, what in darnation? Oh, I can't buy me love and Loverboy are awesome. Ooh, favorite movie set in Georgia. Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. That's one of my favorite all time movies. Gone with the Wind. Damn it. Though but see, like I'm working on my rom com list and I had to fight with myself. You won't see Loverboy on it, and you won't see Can't Buy Me Love. Can't Buy Me Love is like I love that movie. You won't see them because I had to narrow down and classify, and I classified it as teen or coming of age comedies. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil is probably second. I love that movie. I've been to all those shooting locations. I have not seen the remake of The Thing, Brian. You're sending me Loverboy. I love that movie. I friggin' love it. And it was funny. I just saw Sarah Michelle Gellar on Instagram the other day. She posted a picture of herself. She'd been working with Patrick Dempsey on something, and she posted a picture of herself, and the shirt said, extra anchovies, please. And she said, if you know, you know. She's referencing Loverboy. Oh, yeah. The book Midnight Garden of Good and Evil is great. You'll see that movie's gonna be on my list a couple times here lately. The Clint Eastwood directed that. His daughter's in it. Very tied to Georgia. It's got a little spook, supernatural factor to it. Realm of Souls. Realm of Souls. I pulled every string. Hey, I played football at University of Georgia. Like I pulled every string I had to get them to let me film in Bonaventure Cemetery and through the streets of Savannah for free with no permits or anything else. Because after Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, they wouldn't let anybody film in there. And so Realm of Souls, we film all through the streets of Savannah and in Bonaventure Cemetery. And we have a little ghost girl in Bonaventure Cemetery, and they're in the gag reel. You see, we're trying to act like you can't see the ghost girl, and we're out there with our cameras and we're talking. We're supposed to be ghost hunters, and we're pretending we don't see this girl we have made up as a ghost over here. And they drive a little tour bus through Bonaventure Cemetery, and people in the bus are like pressed up against the window, like they think they're seeing a real ghost over there. It was funny as shit because we were acting like we didn't see it at all. Frank, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is it's not easy. It's not easy work. It's not as easy as people think. I have not seen In the Mood. Yeah, Georgia has become more Hollywood than California. Every Marvel movie is filmed here. Every Marvel movie. Um, Most TV shows, everything is filmed here. I think the last several years we've had more productions filmed here than in California. Oh yeah, the Voodoo Lady in Midnight Garden, Good and Evil. Well, he tried. So okay, as a Southerner, particularly from Georgia, because Georgia is home to the classic, what they call the classic Southern lilt. All right, and that is a very aristocratic accent. When they talk like this, that was reserved for the rich. So like the redneck kind of twang, that was the poor people. That the thing they try to do in Hollywood, they try to get that classic Southern lilt that comes from Georgia. That was reserved mostly for the rich people, and that's what he tries to do in there. I don't think he's that bad at it. I've heard way worse. Tyler Peck, you're from Georgia, you know me. I've lived here my whole life. Oh, Lawrenceville. You lived in Lawrenceville. That's about 7 minutes from me. Yeah. Man, Frank, you're out there. Frank's all the way out. He says he's out there in Frank's media and reviews. Frank is all the way out there. He says in Narnia. You're in Oregon, Frank? Frank, you should be getting something from me in a day or two too, but you're way out there in Narnia. Collector, oh, Valdosta. Well, I go through Valdosta all the time because we are Disney and Universal pass holders. We go down there all the time. I always stop at Valdosta X. I actually went to Valdosta State to play football before I went to Georgia to play football. So I'm very, in my high school girlfriend's family from Valdosta, so I've been in Valdosta a lot. Get off on that exit, that quick trip right there off of 75 every time we drive down. Pretty new quick trip. It's only been there like a year or so, right off 75. And a lot of times go down to the Chick-fil-A down there. Oh yeah, Necessary Roughness with Scott Bakula. That is one of my favorite. That's on my list of favorite football movies. I don't have it. I don't know if it exists on physical media. You guys would have to tell me. I would love to own that one. Favorite 70s movie. Oof. Well, here's one of them right here. Smokey and the Bandit. Amityville Horror. Um, Jaws. Um, I would say that might be the top three. Hey, Ace, thank you. Tyler Peck. Oh, where did I go to high school? South Gwinnett. Sorry, I just didn't see it. No, I don't care. I went to South Gwinnett. Necessary Roughness has a Blu-ray. I need to have that. I need to have that. Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit was filmed a lot of places in Georgia, including at Six Flags. Well, what is now Six Flags? It was Six Flags then, but like not set up the same way. And then all through Covington, Conyers, McDonough. That is my step. Smokey and the Bandit is my stepdad's favorite movie. He is the aficionado on that. He doesn't watch very many movies, and he almost watches no movies once. But that movie, he can tell you everything about. Yeah, live stream. I mean, I if people like live streams, I'll try to do them more often. But I never like. I'm never sure how people feel about them. Taxi Driver and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest from the '70s. Those are good. Um, oh yeah, Milledgeville. We went to Clemson. I won't hold that against you. I took a recruiting visit to Clemson. Well, every time I'll ask people, I'll do a little poll about live streams, and I always get about maybe 15%. They're like, "Don't do live streams." They said. I'm glad everybody like them. I mean, it's nice just to hang out and talk sometimes where everything's not pre-recorded. How much is that, Brian? How much is that Necessary Roughness Blu-ray? Do you know? Is it available? I just found. Oh wow, thank you. Wow, can they? Thank you. Does that show up as can? Are you in Canada, guys? I have no idea how to make Canadian Maker Project. Just did a $5 super sticker. I have no idea how to like make that like pop up bigger or whatever. I don't have StreamYard, so but thank you so much. It says, thanks for what you do. Inspired me to get back into collecting movies. That's like one of the biggest compliments that you can give. Like, I movies means so much to me. Oh, Brian, it's only $8 for that Blu-ray. I gotta have that. Toronto, Ontario. So I had a actress friend who came down and oh wow, 5 AVA Pop Culture memberships were just gifted by Salmon Monowar. I don't want to butcher your last name. Salmon. That is so very cool. 5 memberships were just gifted. That is super cool. That is too kind. Too kind. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is an awesome gift. That is a very awesome gift. And guys, I have like I've actually recorded. I just haven't got them put up yet. A couple of new videos for my member stuff. But on my member stuff, I'm trying to work on putting more of my behind the scenes movie stuff. Like I did, like I put raw clips where we filmed different takes for a scene in Creature Feature, and then put in the final, actually edited and color treated scene itself, so that you can see how that is put together. I'm trying to work on more stuff like that, but that does take a little more time because I have to go back and find shit that I filmed a decade ago. So takes a little longer. But thank you so much. So I love people, and I filmed a big thing about this gift that I have in here, this Arnold Schwarzenegger book by Tation. I got a lot of my award-winning short films on there and stuff. So you guys get on there and check some of that stuff out. You got the membership. You can see like some of my short films, stuff I did for film festival, 48-hour film festivals, where I won 48-hour film festivals and stuff. Kathy Ireland shower scene in 1080 for $8. Yes, please. You know how bad the big Samoan guy wanted to turn around in that scene? Um, that is an awesome gift though, because that like the memberships, like people get a little bit different look at different stuff. Um, Kathy Ireland shower scene. Welcome to football. I gotta have that if it's only $8, man. Um, oh, my son the same. Like when I filmed my horror movie collection, I missed like half a dozen or more because my son had them in his. Um, I just ran up. I bought something on the buying freeze, but I paid $3.99 for it. Um, how many of you remember the comedy with Phil Hartman and Sinbad called House Guest? I haven't seen that movie in 15, 20 years. But I remember when I saw it, every time I ever watched it, it made me laugh so hard I about pissed my pants. And I ran up on it yesterday or the day before for $3.99. And I'm waiting on it to get to me. Has anybody seen that movie? Yeah, Tyler. Yeah, it is. It's hilarious, man. I remember the scene where Sinbad, he's faking being a famous dentist, and he accidentally puts the gel Novocaine on his hands, and he's trying to pull the guy's tooth, and his hands are like this. The funeral suit too. Yes. Oh, House Party is good with Kid and Play. Yeah. Cody from Georgia. Is that's not Cody with the channel, is it? Cobweb. Hey, Daniel, my man. I got my guys hanging out in here tonight. Daniel from the Cobwebs channel. Cobwebs, I've told the story a lot. He's the one that pushed me over the edge to get me to get off my ass and start talking movies again. I used to just watch him, and then I found we used to watch him and Brian before I ever found anybody else. No house. I got Body Double. I haven't watched the 4K of it yet. Finally, Cobwebs channel. Daniel finally in here joining us. He came down. He's so big now. He has to come down to hang out with us commoners. Harlem Nights is awesome. I love Harlem. Stop with that little shit. What are you doing? He's got that one little gun. They're firing the machine guns, and he keeps. I'm just kidding with you, Daniel. Oh yeah, I haven't seen Campfire Tales in a long time though. There's one particularly disturbing scene in that. I have not seen The Sacrament. That's a Ty West movie. I haven't seen that. You shot off my pinky toe. I be fine. Oh, you shot me in my pinky toe. I have not seen Mandy with Nicolas Cage, which is rare. That and Long Legs is very rare for me not to have seen Nicolas Cage movies because I love Nicolas Cage. The gun firing scene in Harlem Nights, the machine, they got the Tommy guns, and then the one guy every time they stop. Okay, I got to see Mandy then. The Sacrament was shot on a C300 Canon, really? Now I'm even a little more intrigued to see that. You can get those for almost nothing now. I like see people give me crap. I like Renfield, but I like the scene where he comes into like the self help group. Dracula comes into the self help group, makes the whole movie for me. Oh yeah, Della Reese. Oh man, Interstellar's coming back out. I saw Interstellar. The only time I ever saw it was at the big Cinemera Cinedome in Hollywood, California, with my buddy Lance. We were out there trying to sell a movie, I think, at the American Film Market, and they had 70 millimeter and then some. That screen like wraps around, and I don't think the place is open anymore. But you laid back in the seat like this, and the screen almost wrapped around, so it felt like you were in the screen. See, Daniel like Renfield too. Almost everybody I talk to hates it too. It's like purposely over the top, but there's some I think maybe the organized crime stuff maybe didn't need to be in it, but just him as Dracula, I don't know. I have fun with it. I love that 4K from Turbine Steelbook. It is freaking awesome. I have not seen Swallow. I don't have Vampire's Kiss with Nicolas Cage, though. I have seen that one, but I don't have it. I have seen the new Salem's Lot. I did a review of it like right when it came out. I like it better than most people, I guess. I because I don't think it's a remake. I The original was a mini series, so you can't hold it up to a mini series because the mini series has a lot more time to put stuff in. And there is a 3 hour plus director's cut of Salem's Lot, the new one out there. Hopefully, we get that on 4K. Um, because I would love to see it. Like I know my man Derek Mears had a whole big scene and had a whole part in that movie that was cut out completely. So I would love to see the full one. And I don't remember when it first came out, but I remember later with Salem's Lot, the original miniseries. People bitched about that one at the time because they changed the way Barlow looked compared to the book. So, I liked it. I mean, I liked it. I love Derek Mears. He's so nice to me. He owns all my movies. He bought them from me. Oh, and see, like Brian's talking about I love Willy's Wonderland Horror Girl. Me and my kids watch the hell out of that one. That's a great 4K from Screen Factory. They like that better than Five Nights at Freddy's. Um, the Thing 2011 wasn't a remake, like Brian's saying. It was a prequel. People don't like the CGI. I don't care. I don't get caught up in the CGI like so much because at the time it was fun. And I mean, I grew up watching old shit on like TBS with click, 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 click. I had like 4 channels and stuff. So, like, I mean, I'd watch anything. I had not seen Trap yet or Blink Twice. I love Josh Hartnett. One series, if I could recommend to every horror fan out there to watch one TV series, watch Penny Dreadful. The original first 3 seasons with Josh Hartnett and Ava Green. I've never seen Josh Hartnett do better, and the way they bring in all the classic monsters and everything. Watch that series. Um, Martin Cove and I and Jesse Cove, we watched it on a big theater screen in the house we were renting when we were filming Bring Me a Dream. It was the final season. None of us missed the episode. We watched that season together. I did watch Erie, Indiana. I am super psyched about John Carpenter's Vampires coming to 4K because that is in like my top 10 favorite vampire movies of all time. I've been saying that for a long time. I'm a big James Woods fan. Love him and everything he's done. Diggstown, underrated movie. Love James Woods. I love that he's an anti-hero before that was popular. I love that it's like a vampire western. Terry Silver, aka Thomas Ian, I can't remember his name. Uh, he is. I think he's terrifying as a vampire. I can't wait. I am sad that it's not getting the other Carpenter treatment of the big black boxes though. But I love that movie, so I'm excited. If you haven't seen Vampires, check it out. It's damn violent. James Woods, man. If you haven't seen Diggstown with him and Bruce Stern and Lou Gossett Jr. and Heather Graham, watch Diggstown. I did my top 25 favorite vampire movies a while back video. I think I actually think vampires in my top 5. I wasn't as big of a fan of Last Voyage of the Demeter, but I've read Dracula so much, and like, I mean, I know exactly you know how that's got to end, and you never see Drac. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably get that at some point. That's not a rush to get for me. Uh, it's okay. I don't like Voyage of Demeter as much as some people. What's the most popular subgenre? Vampires, zombies, werewolves. For the longest time, I would have said vampires, but I think in the past 15 years, zombies have taken it over. But I think vampires are starting to make a comeback. Werewolves, I think a lot of people like. Werewolves out of those three, maybe my zombies by far my least favorite out of that. I love werewolf movies. You don't see as many werewolf movies because they're harder to do. They're way more expensive. They're way harder to do. That's why you don't see them. When I did creature feature, because the werewolf transformations are always hard or expensive. When I did creature feature, I had to come up with a creative way to do a werewolf transformation. And you want to think about something that's hard, try to come up with a werewolf transformation that's never been done that you can afford to do. That's what I did with creature feature. It's not easy. Death Ship. Well, I mean, I like Ghost Ship. Yeah, James Woods. I like James Woods and everything. Oh, that's interesting. PBS episode. Now, see, I love creepy documentaries, creepy historical documentaries, creepy story documentaries. There's like a series on Destination America called Monsters and Mysteries in America. I love all that kind of shit. I'd love to see Dust Till Dawn get a 4K. Strange movie though. I love that movie, but it's a strange movie when you think about it. In that most of the movie, you don't realize it's a horror or a vampire movie. It's like a heist crime getaway movie, and then it becomes a vampire movie. Shadow of the Vampire. You come to the right guy. I beat the drum on Shadow of the Vampire all the time. I love it. I love it, and it's very hard to get a hold to on physical media. Midnight Sting in the UK. Interesting. Ah, you were telling me about Pretty Persuasion one time before with James Woods. I need to see that. I'll watch anything with James Woods. Yeah, Daniel, I don't understand why Shadow the Vampire doesn't have at least a Blu-ray. When you take into account that movie was nominated for a couple of Oscars, including Willem Dafoe as a Best Supporting Actor Oscar nominee for playing Max Schreck for playing Vampire. Like a vampire movie nominated for an Oscar, and we can't even get it on Blu-ray. As a filmmaker, are films becoming more restrictive for streaming? Um, they just want to put more of their content on there, but they don't pay you anything for the content art. You're better off doing it yourself. It's not really restrictive. They just require that you use at least a certain level of camera, most of it. And that's about it. And if your stuff is good enough. I'll tell you the secret they told me when I interviewed years ago with a job with Netflix on independent film acquisitions. Um, they care more about who's in the movie than whether the movie's any good. If you got $100,000 to make a movie, you're better off paying $90,000 to the one or two biggest actors that you can get and put in the movie, and then figure out how to scrape together a movie with the other 10,000. It's going to make more money. That's true about the dark bar in the 4K, because 4K can be darker sometimes, but you also tend to get more detail in the darks. But that also, as well as I do, that depends on how they lit it when they shot it, whether or not that detail can be brought back out. The Monster, yes. You talking about the A24 movie, The Monster? Oh yeah, Leanne, Queen of the Damned. Whoa, movie Odyssey! You haven't seen Bram Stoker's Dracula? Oh man, you've got to see Bram Stoker's Dracula. You have to see that. No, I haven't heard Daniel. I haven't heard the early reactions on Nosferatu. That's rather. Is it good or bad? Oh, good. Okay, they're very positive. Okay, good, good. Don't. I immediately like. Oh no. Oh no. Pretty Persuasion. I need to see that. Like I said, James Woods. I'm a big fan. I'm glad to see, because I'm worried. And I have to admit, like I'm not so much on the train of everybody else as being like uh, David or Robert Eggers has not convinced me yet. He has not convinced me yet as a filmmaker. So um, I'm not on the same train completely, but I have high hopes because I think he's talented. He hasn't convinced me all the way yet. Oh, so I can't wait to watch this, Daniel. This got sent to me. This just got sent to me. I've had it for like a week. I have not got to watch it yet. I haven't got to watch it yet. Then this is something I'm going to tell you, because I'm like very protective over like my Viking heritage. Like my family is descendant from English Knights and Vikings, literally. So like I love anything with Vikings, and I am super excited to watch this. I have not got to watch it yet because I've only had it like a week or so, and it got sent to me just like this. Like I don't know who sent it. I have no idea who sent it, but it was sent just like this, open. It had no slip, nothing. But I cannot wait to watch it. And I mean, I love what's his name, Alexander Skarsgård. I liked him in True Blood. I mean, he's basically playing a Viking in True Blood. I mean, they're Viking descent for sure. Oh yeah, Ashley's right on it with Daniel's vibe videos. I'm the same. Like when I like a vibe, like he and I are very much about like vibes. That's very important. I haven't seen Heat on 4K either. It's very dark. Well, OLEDs in general are not as bright. Um, honestly, think eventually the way to go with a TV is going to be the quantum dot OLED. That's like the combination. It's going to have the brightness of an LED and then the picture of an OLED. But those things, like the cheapest one, is like $3,500 for a 65 inch. Your testosterone levels will increase over 9,000 when you watch The Northman. So I need to watch it before I go work out. Like I already like have like when I watch the History Channel series Vikings, like I have a silver cufflink that they've had forever. That's like a Viking thing that's on that show, and like I want to put that thing on and like oh hey, oh, like and go out there and like pillage. I would have lived. I would have done just fine living in that time. Oh, oh, hey, oh. Great. Now the Vikings in my head. I got now. I'm excited. I'm really excited to watch it. Nicole Kidman. The cast on this thing is ridiculous. That's the first thing I noticed. Johnny English. I haven't seen Johnny English. Do I watch any original Japanese anime films? I have to admit, I am not like I never have been into like any kind of anime or anything. I guess I was just at the right age for that, and I've not ever even gotten into J horror my whole life. I can't even get into The Grudge, and I was in love with Sarah Michelle Gellar. But like anything cartoon wise, either like a Disney cartoon. I did just get recently Scooby Doo. Where are you? Seasons 1 and 2, and the complete third season. I've heard the Ghost in the Shell is good. Sony's going to have a mini LED for brighter picture, having to deal with lighting zones on a smaller scale. Yeah, I like the Viking stuff in the True Blood show too. Yeah, Ancestry was cool. I found a cousin in England, and like we traced like one of our common ancestors is a knight, and their castle there. What was their castle? The Booth Castle is now a museum, and that's pretty cool. But then on the other side, like if you keep going back, uh, King Rollo of the Vikings is on my family tree, and he's one of the few Vikings that had dark hair. So that kind of counts for us having blonde and dark hair in my family. The Jetsons series on Blu-ray. I have all the Jetsons. I don't have them on. I think it's DVD though. I think it's DVD. George Jetson. His boy Elroy. Do, 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 do. I'll try to not do that. Sorry. Ashley, you save needful things for November. Oh, I love needful things. Carpenter from Nazareth, I knew it well, died horribly. It's so that he plays Leland Gaunt, aka the devil, so well. The Fall Vibes. Oh yeah, Daniel's Fall Vibes videos are really good. He had one that blew up, so like a 250,000 views. He left all of us behind. Scooby Doo was definitely a kid's introduction to horror. My dream thing was when Supernatural did the episode, because that's one of my favorite TV shows ever, horror TV shows, and they did the episode where the Supernatural guys got sucked into an episode of Scooby Doo and did animated. I was like, holy shit! I have a shirt that says Scooby Natural has them all on it. Ghost in the Shell inspired The Matrix. Huh, I might have to give that a try. Yeah, the Supernatural Scooby-Doo episode was outstanding. I hope Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is about to get the 4K. That original first movie, I know a lot of people, like I saw Ken, he likes the second one better. I saw the first one at the theater. I actually took my little stepbrother to see that, like 12, 10, 11, something like it came out. And different time then, so I could take my little stepbrother. And that movie has a grittiness to it, the way it's shot, and in the streets of New York City a lot of night. Like that movie's gonna look good in 4K, and I can't wait to see that. Oh yeah, yeah. There's so much that couldn't get made today. What we were just talking about the stepfather. I was talking about the stepfather with Brian. I thought about Daniel and I talked about it too because stepfather is that 4K is ridiculously good. But the movie, I forgot how good the movie was. But the stepfather, there's like a little creep factor in there in that the girl, his stepdaughter in the movie, he gets irate because she kisses a boy because she's only like 16 or 17. And so she's young. And he's like, she's too young to date and all this stuff. But at the end of the movie, it shows her butt ass naked getting into a shower and then scantily clad for like the last like third of the movie. Um, and I'm like, wait, didn't they say she's like 16? Yeah. I mean, obviously she's older, so whatever, but it's still just the thought of that is creepy. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, eh. I mean, obviously she's like 19 or 20 when she did it, but or 21. I can't remember. I looked it up, but it's still the fact that they float that out there that she's underage, and then they show her naked. It's like, but that movie, I don't care. Like, I don't. That movie is so good. Terry O'Quinn, like, he should have got nominated for awards for acting in that movie. Oh, The Burbs needs a 4K. The Burbs definitely needs a 4K. The Paperboy, is that with Nicole Kidman, or is that a different one? What's the movie where Nicole Kidman actually pees on like Zac Efron or something? Where she really peed on him. That's kind of disturbing. She's kind of strange because she's making like news now because she was like having orgasms filming a nude scene in her most recent movie, and then she peed on somebody in really peed on somebody in the movie. Like, all right, and then there's Eyes Wide Shut back there. Cool. She's doing some weird stuff. I can't believe there's still like it's been like 2 hours. I can't believe there's still over 40 people in here. Like, you guys listen to me right? Have anything? I didn't even have anything to give away tonight. Eyes Wide Shut's a great Christmas time movie. Okay. Oh, I appreciate it, John. Oh, the Burbs getting the Arrow like big box treatment, like chunky box treatment would be awesome. I cannot wait to get Demolition Man. Um, and to see the different, version, the international version of that, where every restaurant's not a Taco Bell, it's a Pizza Hut. Like I got to see that. The Titanic blockbuster box set. I don't have the movie in here. Why is the movie not in here? Oh shit. Well, I don't know why the movie's not in here, but this is what the Blockbuster box set Titanic one looks like. That back is super cool. I don't know where the movie is. Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? But okay, so you want to see like how big a Blockbuster box set slip is? This is the Trick or Treat box set. That's Titanic. Um, that's just a single movie slip, so it's pretty big. Oh yeah, I've seen Pontypool. I talked about it on one of my 10 movies you haven't seen, that you've never seen. Pontypool is pretty different, pretty good. Stuck at work at Taco Bell at 4 a.m. Well, secret safe with us. Sorry you can't compete in the competition. It's a little hard to send stuff overseas for sure. Favorite coming of age movie? Woo. Uh, I mean, Can't Buy Me Love but I mean that's kind of like high school already. If you're going, it's got to depend on what you classify as that. Stand by Me is good. Oh yeah, I love movies with the DJ. A coming of age movie list would be good. That would be good. But what people classify as stuff. Like I gotta say, I mean, The Sandlot is definitely good. I gotta say though, it's difficult. Like when I was making the rom com list, I was talking back and forth with Brian, texting back and forth with him a lot because it's like, how do you classify it? Is it just a comedy? Is that a rom com? Is that a raunchy comedy? Is it slapstick? Is it whatever? Favorite John Hughes movie without question is Weird Science. No hesitation. That's one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. But I love Breakfast Club too. That's another good pickup from Criterion, though it's not a 4K, but it is loaded with special features. 16 Candles is good. I mean, I like pretty much all John Hughes movies, and he's involved with Christmas Vacation, which is also one of my top 10 favorite movies ever. I have not seen Summer of '84 yet, and I refuse to buy it because it didn't have the slip anymore. Oh, Dutch is so good. I was just talking about Dutch on the other one, the Ed O'Neill. That's a good John Hughes movie. Cat wants to come say hello. This is Mando, the Maine Coon. He's a big fella. He's a big fella. Are you trying to get down here? He's like, nope, nope. There's too much stuff going on over there.
Definitely curious at what you're doing though.
Oh yeah, he's a huge cat. He's a Maine Coon. He's friggin'
Still a
huge,
baby.
and he's still not grown. He's still a baby. Uh, he'll be bigger than most like mid-sized small dogs. Um, where did I find all the actors for Buried Kane? They did great. Well, we did a open casting call. Just put it out on Actors Access and met with them in my office and cast them. Now, Lance, the one who plays CJ, he's one of my best friends and makes movies with me. So he was in there, and several of them had been in other movies that I did. That were friends of mine. Nikki, the bartender. Um, Michael Milligan, the other bartender in that movie. And Michael Milligan's done some huge movies. He co-starred in a movie with Dolph Lundgren since then. He was in Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. He's been in tons of movies since then. He's in the show Outer Banks. He's done a lot of stuff. He's a really good actor. But yeah, I mean, most people's stuff, people I know, and then we brought in a few from outside there. Most of them have been in movies with me before. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Mando is he's a pretty cat for sure. He is a pretty cat. He gets hair all over everything. I have a lot of black shirts, and he's like silver and gray. He's like he's covered in cat. Yeah, he was involved in Home Alone. Yeah, yeah, he's bigger than my. I don't know about that. He's big though. He's big. Yeah, I mean it's. I know my son just turned 14 on November the 6th. He's like 5'10" and 240 pounds. We don't got to. I don't eat much at all. Actually, as big as I am, I don't eat that much. And my son, he'll eat you out of this house. And the cat can eat too. Mando, the Mandalorian Maine Coon. You know, I had surprisingly few Kino Lorber titles, which is odd to me. I do think there's some mixed in my studio releases. Kino puts out a lot of stuff that I like, so I don't understand why I don't have more unless it's just I'm not buying them because they're not 4Ks. I'm very reluctant if I don't have a movie to buy a Blu-ray. If I think there's any chance of this, I almost just got burnt not long ago with vampires. I'm very reluctant to buy a Blu-ray. I hadn't seen Jeff's video, but the cost of 4Ks are crazy. Like, oh yeah, the chemistry between CJ and Georgia was off the chain. Yeah, Ella was good. Ella was also kind of like the final girl in Realm of Souls. So if you like Ella, if you find Realm of Souls, it's out there on streaming as well. You find Realm of Souls, and you'll get Lance is in that. The guy that played CJ, he's in Realm of Souls, but I'm in Realm of Souls too, or as well. And Lance and I play brothers in Realm of Souls, and it's there's not like a love triangle or anything, but it's a little bit different side of her. I haven't seen Mean Guns with Ice T. Yeah, Kino did do Nosferatu. I have the original Nosferatu Blu-ray from Kino. Oh, you watched Becca? You watched Realm of Souls? Yeah. So that's Lance. That's CJ. He's wearing that gray beanie. He comes to look for me and my group that went missing, and of course that's Georgia who is possessed, gets possessed in that movie. That movie was it was freezing cold. Filming a lot of that movie out in the woods. Filmed it late October into November. There was a night that we're out there and it was about 19 degrees, the wind blowing. Of course, she's out there with no pants. So it was rough. The opening, a little bit of trivia for you. The opening scene in Realm of Souls, the opening kill scene, the studio made us go back and they wanted extra they wanted extra kills, extra nude scene, and all that stuff at the beginning. This wasn't that long after the Friday the 13th, 2009 that we filmed that because we filmed Realm of Souls in 2010, 2011. And they wanted something similar to that to open. So if you go back and watch Realm of Souls opening like 10 minutes and go back and watch 2009 Friday the 13th opening, you'll see some similarities. And that's why that scene wasn't originally there. Oh, wow. That's actually surprisingly, you never know when that could actually be used. I mean, Tyler, like, that's, in the thing they used, I think it was a soldier who was missing his arms for and replaced him for the defibrillator scene. Making sure I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Oh yeah, and Lone Soldier, yeah, John Candy, he only got paid $414, which was the bare minimum that he could be paid to be in. Ashley been watching Harry Potter. There's never this is the time of year to watch Harry Potter. Usually I watch it between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We go see we go to Universal Studios a lot. We're pass holders. So um seeing Harry Potter Land when it's cold, like Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, is awesome. I have to put the video over on the member side from where I got to film in Universal Studios after hours, and I got to take my cinema camera into Universal Studios and film. We lost John Candy way too soon. He had a bad anxiety disorder, which I understand, having and battling anxiety. But his father had a hereditary heart defect, and he was sure that he would have it too. And he didn't think he was going to live long, so he didn't take care of himself. And like the one thing that helped his anxiety was cooking and eating. They would say that he would cook full 7-course gourmet meals in the middle of the night and just eat. And you know, it sucks because I love John Candy. My brother was a huge John Candy fan. We used to, and of course, we watched like Saturday Night Live back in the day when you had like John Candy and Chevy Chase, and you had Dan Aykroyd and all the Second City guys, and then Joe Piscopo and Eddie Murphy and all that shit. No, it didn't help him. And when you're somebody that has bad anxiety and panic attacks and stuff like that, the negative stuff affects you and bothers you way more. I don't know. I've gone through Kentucky a ton of times, but I've never really looked about John Carpenter. Favorite John Candy movie? What's your favorite John Candy movie out there? I like The Great Outdoors a lot. Yeah, John was Second City. Oh yeah, the old 96er. He's got his fork and his knife and Summer Rental. Yeah, Summer Rental is really good. Summer Rental and The Great Outdoors are probably my two favorites. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is good though. I've got I love, and then I'm a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. So the fact that Jimmy Buffett basically did the soundtrack to Summer Rental was awesome. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time. Cool runnings. People say, they can't believe in Jamaica we have a bobsled team. So what have we figured out here? We figured out there's an $8 Blu-ray of Necessary Roughness out there too. That's very interesting. Uh, I need to see the rest of James Woods movies. I need to see Mandy, Nick Cage. Who's Harry Crumb? Very underrated. That was one of my brother's favorites. My brother used to watch movies all the time. And my uncle, who's only like 8 years older than me, and I mean, my grandparents, like we lived at my great grandparents' farm a lot of the time. There wasn't anything else to do. You either played outside, worked on the farm, or you played football during football season, or you watched movies until we finally got an Atari. Nothing but trouble. Old Judge Dick knows. Yeah, a little by Tupac Shakur and Digital Underground in that, right? Humpty Hump. So I found. Oh no, drop the DVDs. I found this the other day. Well, I guess it's been other days, 2 months ago now, at the Goodwill for 99 cents. Dan Aykroyd, old Judge Dick Nose. That's what my uncle always called him. A Humpty Hump. Delirious. Oh yeah, and Summer Rental where he's cracking the hard boiled eggs on the dashboard. It's like if you watch that scene, he got a mouthful of shell too, because he shoves that in, and there's no way it was off field. Yeah, we were talking about Tony Todd earlier. It looks like it's true. That sucks. There's still 40 of you hanging out in here. I'm gonna go a few more minutes. I didn't think we would go this long tonight. I didn't have anything to give away. I didn't like the only other times I've done live streams. I was giving stuff away, and so I figured that's why everybody was hanging out. Or part of the reason, anyway. I didn't have anything to give away this time, but as far as like I said, there'd be an update on the channel. Like all it really is I I love Down Periscope. Down Periscope is hilarious. Lieutenant Lake, you're almost out of uniform. Um, the channel, like, so when I went off of spooky season horror, like it killed me. The algorithm killed me. I'm not like this past week, like I've gotten the views that I've gotten compared to what I have been getting are nothing. And then it's like a vicious circle because as your views go down, the less YouTube shows your videos out to people. Because like even Brian, the last movie standing, we're friends and we talk all the time. And he didn't even know that I had done a video for the review of Trick or Treat because it didn't even tell him that I had a video up. And that's what happened. So, like, I considered for a second only talking about horror, but I can't do that. If it kills the channel, I guess it'll have to kill the channel because I love too many different types of movies to only talk horror. Um, and I write too many different kind of movies. Now I love horror. I mean, you're still probably going to get about half horror. It's going to be at least half most of the time. Um, but there's plenty. Like I got plenty of stuff that's coming out right now that's not horror related. But that's the thing. I decided I'm just going to talk all kinds of movies. This is AV Pop Culture. Um, I love Indiana Jones. I love adventure movies. I love all kinds of stuff. I love horror. I make a lot of horror movies. I write horror. I love horror. Um, and you're going to get a lot of horror from me compared to other genres. You're going to get a lot of horror, but you're not going to. I love too many kinds of movies. So that's kind of the update. And hopefully the channel picks back up, and because YouTube can grind you into paste. I have another channel that I've done for fun. I put a lot of work into it too. I think it's almost 2 years old. Vintage Adventures, where I cover the theme parks, and it's almost 2 years old, and it only has 2,000 subscribers. And I probably had, like, I mean, it's hard to make those videos to vlog the parks, and I did everything the same as I've done on this channel, and this channel took off, and that one didn't. And you can just see the algorithm of the videos came down. So it's just one of those things. But I like too many different kinds of movies to only talk horror, and but I will still talk a lot of horror. So if you're a big horror fan, don't worry. Well, it's like when I decided I was going, when I sat down and I wrote Buried Cane, I was sitting there literally drinking a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon uh, called Buried Cane. It had this tree on the label. And I was listening to Country Gold Saturday night on the radio. And I'm a fan of Don Williams, old country singer. A song came on called Good Old Boys Like Me. And the first line in it is when I was a kid, Uncle Remus would put me to bed with a picture of Stonewall Jackson above my head, and Daddy came in to kiss his little man with gin on his breath and a Bible in his hand. And from that line, and me drinking that wine, I sat and I wrote an entire screenplay in one night. And the movie got made, and it's out there on streaming, and it's been in tons of film festivals. So you never know. Like, I mean, that's how my brain works too. And you just, I love too many kinds of movies like that. So, man, the Thanksgiving horror list I did, that is the hardest list I've ever done. Period. This rom-com one's hard, but that's just because of defining what a rom-com is and like setting guidelines. I think I'm going to spend like the first 2.5 minutes of that video explaining my guidelines of how I picked it. But Thanksgiving horror, to even get 10 of those was hard. There's just not a lot of them. Definitely, I'm going to do Christmas horror movies, Valentine's horror movies, like all that kind of stuff for sure. Um, I got murder mysteries coming up because I tend to watch those around this time. I just rewatched Arabella Black Angel, and I'm getting ready to watch like Mulholland Drive. I just watched Blue Velvet. Um, I just watched Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, so I'll have something like that in there. So there'll be a lot of stuff halfway to Halloween. Yeah, Black Friday. I love Black Friday. Black Friday is fun. That is fun. There is Valentine's horror. I love the movie Valentine with David Boreanaz. That's a great movie. I never nobody talks about it. I'm like, that's one that's got to get a 4K. I think there's a 4K coming on that one. But man, when people didn't like it when I had made a few horror movies that had done well and get distribution and stuff like that. And then I was like, I'm going to make a drama. I just wrote the script. I'm going to make it. People are like, They were basically the human equivalent of the YouTube algorithm. They're like, wait, no, you ain't, bro. No, you ain't. And so I had to scrape together like no money to make that movie. I had no money to make that movie. I had $10,000 to make that movie, a little less, like 8,500 maybe. Sold the physical rights to Japan for like 10 times that. What do you think the Vinegar Syndrome surprise movies will be for Black Friday? You talking about the two with the question marks? Um, or they got more surprises coming out? There's a rumor about The Keep coming, but I just feel like if they were going to put one out that was that big, um, that had been that kind of anticipated, they would spend more time like pumping that up. But I could be wrong. And they did have some clues out there before about some other stuff, and I can't find those again. I think the problem with, and we have this discussion in my household. I think the problem is Halloween is a holiday season, Christmas is a holiday season, Thanksgiving is a day, and so it kind of gets overshadowed. Dracula Lives, horror filmmaker. I have to check that out. It's on. I wonder if it's on Audible. I listen to a lot of books now, so I can stay hands free. But if it's not, I do read some still. I have a wore out copy of it. I've read so many times. Thanksgiving used to be a season. Well, it's like fall. Now I like those. I tend to agree with those calendars where it shows like the circle through November basically. It's like all, and then all of December, and it's like this is Christmas, and it has like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday circled, and it's like this is Thanksgiving. Thanks. Our Thanksgiving tradition is I can cook really good, not as good as my mom. My mom's an amazing cook, but on Wednesday nights before Thanksgiving, I would go over and help her pre-make everything, like do all the baking, all the prep work for foods and the casseroles and all that kind of stuff. And we listen to Christmas music. Like that would be our official kickoff of Christmas. I've heard rumors about Dragnet getting a 4K. I think some people thought it was about to get a 4K when they busted out Demolition Man. I think we need Lethal Weapon series as 4Ks. Christmas would be a good time for that, considering I feel like the first Lethal Weapon is kind of a Christmas movie too. It comes on and off playing, goes comes on and goes off playing Christmas music, and all takes place at Christmas. I love Garfield's Thanksgiving. I love Garfield Christmas too. I like Thanksgiving specials. Friends. I love the Thanksgiving episodes of Friends. I love those. When do I officially start my Christmas season? We are getting Christmas. I'm getting Christmas stuff down out of the attic this weekend and putting it up. So that's why I had to go ahead and do my room tour because I'm about to decorate everything back here for Christmas. Yeah, there's another Lethal Weapon movie coming, but my Christmas stuff will be starting to go up this week. We put up a lot of trees. I put up a lot of trees. I'm Southern man. Decorate. I decorate. Um, I have like 6 trees in this house, including my live tree that I put in here with my all my Christmas vacation ornaments on it, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation ornaments. And then I'll have a special movie themed tree probably back here in this corner this year, which is my favorite Friends Thanksgiving episode. Maybe the one where they play football. I like that one a lot. I also like the one where Brad Pitt comes. And we used to do where Christmas tree went up on Black Friday, but with kids, and then the more Christmas trees we got, the more stuff there was to decorate. It ain't worth doing all that decorating if it's only up for a few weeks, especially this year because Thanksgiving's like the very end of the month. Thanksgiving's like the 28th. There's only like 2 days left in November after Thanksgiving this year. Well, you're putting up 6 trees. That's a lot of work. That's too much work for just a few weeks. And I'm not the person. I don't like to leave my stuff up after Christmas that long. I don't like to watch Christmas movies right after Christmas either. It makes me depressed. The one where Ross got high, that is a good one. That is a good one. The one with all the Thanksgivings. Look, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I haven't decided yet if I'm doing this as members videos, but believe it or not, my kid's mom, she's a huge Friends fan, and I grew up through Groove. She bought this, and this is a 4K set of Friends, and she let me borrow it because I'm going to do my top 10 Friends Thanksgiving episodes, and I'm going to do a full review of the quality of these 4Ks. So I'll be doing, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do this unboxing and review. It's just a members video or one for everybody. But I'll definitely probably do the top 10 Thanksgiving episodes, whether anybody watches or not. But I love it. Cruel Intentions would be a day one 4K for me. Sarah Michelle Gellar. I was in love with Sarah Michelle Gellar. I was a senior in high school when Buffy started. So I was like prime age for that. I hope people enjoy me looking at Friends, doing some friend stuff there. Short Circuit. I don't think that's ever gotten a 4K. Johnny number 5. I don't think so. I know you'll be getting Cruel Intentions, Brian. I know you will. Basketball Diaries. We're doing that in 4K. There's so much stuff. How does Pretty Woman not have a 4K? But they're gonna do like Basketball Diaries. I mean, it's so like the way they pick stuff is insane. Cozy movie would be The Brave Little Toaster. I hadn't seen that in forever. Oh, that would be cool. Cruel Intentions, a Arrow chunky box, the same as Wild Things. You gotta be all over that. Yeah, Can't Buy Me Love is stuck on, and I guess is Loverboy stuck on DVD? I don't have it at all. Like, and I only have Can't Buy Me Love on a VHS. I love those movies. Oh, Radio. I haven't seen that in a long time. Oh yeah, Christmas in the Smokies with Dolly Parton. Hell yeah. Uh, listen, my dad probably watched that movie a million times. It's Christmas movies, and he was a giant kid about Christmas movies, and it had Dolly Parton in it. The Outsiders, there is a 4K of The Outsiders. There is a UK big 4K set that I have been wanting that you can order from Orbit. It's like 59.99, but it has the theatrical cut, but it also has the novel cut, which is like a full like hour and 15 minutes longer or something like that. That I've never seen, and it covers like the full novel. And both of my kids have read that novel now, so like I want to get that set really bad. I just haven't been able to buy anything. They have it in stock at Orbit, but yeah, it's got a 4K. Land Before Time, man, that movie. The novel version, I haven't seen the novel version, so imagine how much that cast would have cost like 15 years later. Good lord. Yeah, we own the novel here because both my kids have read it now. My daughter hates it when I come up to her and say, "Nothing gold can stay, pony boy. Gold can stay." Or I'll say, "You stay gold. You stay golden, pony boy. You stay gold." And she'll be like, "Don't say that. Don't say that." She gets like all sad because Johnny dying and Dallas getting killed and all that. So I go pick her up. The same thing. My daughter and Risha, they both hate it when I do when I really try to make myself sound like Rock Biter in Never Ending Story when he's so sad that his friends were taken away and he couldn't. They slipped right through his hands and they look like such strong hands. I'll mess with them so hard. My daughter will be like, "No, stop it, stop it." Oh yeah, when Johnny dies. Oh yeah. Stay gold, pony boy. You stay gold. Ralph Macchio is a pretty nice guy too. Man, just a few years later, that would have been such an expensive cast. Holy crap! That's Francis Ford Coppola too with The Outsiders, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, Artex, Artex, Artex. Yeah, that'll get you every time. I gotta track this down too. That special set. There's some of them on eBay. I can't buy anything right now, but that's. Do y'all like Violent Night, or me and my son just like the two keeping that movie going? Well, the theatrical cut of the Outsiders seems very rushed, very rushed. Yep, but we're tougher for it. 80s kids, tougher. They're tough. I mean, like I said, the creepy when that list I did, the creepy kids movies from the 80s or whatever. I mean, even stuff you don't think about, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit with the damn judge with the dip, and he's got the shoes like crying and shaking, and he's in slow motion, just dipping the damn thing in acid. It's so messed up. Yeah, they got the 4K version of Violent Night on sale, but I'm the asshole because I want that special limited edition 1500 numbered edition zombie set with the poster and the hard slip box and the steel book in it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to hold out till I can buy that, and I might have to get it off of eBay. I appreciate that, Canadian. I'll probably start trying to do them a little more frequently. It also gives me a chance to hang out and talk with you guys, and I don't have to edit a video that day, which is not easy every day. That's exactly why I'm broke packaging. It's not just listen. I have this discussion with you. If you're a car collector, do you go and buy the cheapest version of the car that you can find? The most scaled down, bare bones model of the car that you can find? Or do you go and you try to find the best, loaded, most limited, rare edition of the car that you can find? It's no different. It's no different. Any collector. I don't care if you collect books. You collect books, you eventually get into collecting the most rare books, first edition books, signed first edition books. That's how it is. Nobody wants the thing that's a dime a dozen. If I just cared about the movie only, I got the movie. Yeah, basically the Twister version of it. But they only made 1,500 of these. They're running, but see, they also have a poster in it, and I've got a big plan for all my posters. I'm gonna take this poster down over here and put up the poster thing. But yeah, it's numbered and it's got the steel book in it in 4K. It's got the poster, it's got the art card and all that. But there's only 1,500 of them, so there's even less than there was of Twister. I think there was 2,000 of those. All right, everybody. It's almost 12 o'clock. I should probably get off here and let you guys go to bed. And yeah, Violent Night I can watch anytime, but it's just a little more fun at Christmas. I actually really like David Harbour. I like him a lot. I think he's great in this. I really do. I really do. Me and my son watched. We went and saw it at the theater when it came out, and we ended up seeing it like two more times. All right, everybody. I'm going to get off here and say good night. And you know the drill. Be kind, rewind like always. Chase with AV Pop Culture. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Fun talking to you guys. I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You have to have a lot of fun, sit and talk for 3 hours. See you later.